Dear ladies and gentlemen, very good morning and welcome you all to this expert session. So, today we have a guest with us, the most well renowned person in the educational industry of Hyderabad city. We have Mrs. K. Damaris, the principal of Army Public School, RK Puram, Hyderabad. And Madam is so familiar with all the schools and she's having great experience and a lot of experience in creating the successful human beings, the future general managers, future scientists, future entrepreneurs. So her involvement, her contribution is with among the students for the last 20 years, and she is efficiently is doing continuing his hard work and still is doing on. So ma'am, welcome to this expert session show, and thank you so much for your joining, and thank you so much for your time for us you're given to us. And as you all know, this today's topic is sustainability versus survival. So I'm request you to talk about the today's sustainability, the why the sustainability is so important, and in your point of view, what is exactly about sustainability. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. A very good morning to all the audience present here, and thank you, Ernest Emmanuel, for having me over here to talk on such an important topic, which is actually the need of the hour. And I do believe in this. And as the educationists and administrators, are rolling out a generation of entrepreneurs, the army officers, and the industrialists from this kind of a schools where we are running here as principal. I feel so proud that I'm being part of this kind of a generation where we are able to impact our students to leave proper carbon footprints. So, coming to the topic sustainability versus survival, I cannot say it as a versus, it is actually synonymous. So, synonymous in the sense that if you are able to sustain yourself, you can really survive in this world. So, coming back to this world, we see that sustainability plays an important part, honestly, which is actually at present, especially with the COVID hitting each one of us in all directions. The survival of the fittest was that where you could sustain your immunity. Now, how could we sustain our own immunity? Coming back to our own life, coming back to the environment, we see that in every step of our life, wherever you are, whether it is the water you are drinking or the air you are breathing, if you are responsible enough to be able to sustain the nature's, the God's given presence, then I'm telling you we can survive, and the next generation, that is the ones who are sitting in front of us, who can enjoy a beautiful world. So today's topic, I'm so happy that you have brought it out in such a well-mannered way, that too, which is very apt to this generation, where with the COVID, we can connect it with the children who are here. Now, the generation which is going to come. So I just urge each one of you to start understanding and realizing the importance of everything you do right from the minute you wake up in the morning. First and foremost, be very grateful. That is also a part of sustainability. Grateful to God, grateful to elders, grateful to parents, grateful for everything that you are able to breathe. And the minute you start walking out, be responsible enough to sustain whatever it is, whether it is the carbon emissions you're going to give to your vehicles, or the way you go and waste the papers in the office or in the schools, or the way you waste your food on the dining table. 1 minute of realization saying, yes, I need to stop all this to sustain so that I can survive. I'm not only going to make myself survive, but also I'm going to make the next generation to survive and enjoy this beautiful world which God has created for each one of us. So, this is the first thing I just want to urge the coming generation to take into account and start becoming a little more responsible to start having sustainability for survival more than versus survival, which I believe in. Second thing, what I would like to say is the hospitality industry. Now, I to itself, if you look into this, you find this kind of a concept. Most of the hotels which are there, the hospitality industry, We are just looking into the customers and running and PR everything. But IHM is such a nice, like I can see this is a very wonderful concept to bring into the schools. Not only the competitions, not only running the hospitality, colleges and industry and all, they're also making this kind of an awareness programs for the coming generation so that it's not that you need to just run a hotel or become a chef or do roll out some kind of a dishes, but it is also to understand that this is the best one which you can enter into. That means it is giving a message that if you are enrolled in such a nice school or college or an institution, you're going to learn so much where you will be able to sustain and survive for future. So this is what I appreciate Ernest Emmanuel and also the managing director and the chairman, whom I really got very inspired when he spoke during the award ceremony. The kind of a thing which you all are really making for the environment and for future generation is praiseworthy. So all the children who are here and all the students, what I urge you is this kind of a carbon emissions which we are doing over a period of time carelessly without any responsibility, we need to cut down on totally on this. And that has to be taken as a first step right from the minute you wake up in the morning till the time you sleep. And not only that, you need to start making others aware. This is a wonderful platform to make others aware of how well you can do by just not wasting the food or water and all. Now, these are the things which I already mentioned. As an administrator, as educator, as principal of Army Public School Artipuram, I urge my children no plastic. It is a no plastic zone in my school and healthy eating habits. We all have learned. COVID has really made us to learn the best healthy eating habits. No more junk food at all from outside. And whatever we should not waste. Second thing is exercising, sustaining your health, building your immunity, and ensuring that we do lots of breathing. These are the health issues which have come to most of them. And those who couldn't survive, we are so sorry that they are unable to, but others who could really be able to build their immunity are able to see each other and enjoy their life and also are happy with the family and with the friends. So this generation too, you need to wake up to become very responsible. And I must say that this kind of an environmental, societal changes have to come from within you. You can't expect somebody to take an initiative, but you need to start imbibing them, start implementing. You may say, I'm the only one to do. No, you're going to impress others. You're going to empower others. You're going to really inspire others. Once you start walking or cycling to school or college, once you start having the home cooked food, once you stop wasting the water and the food, others will be really inspired with you. That way, you are actually sending a message. And I'm so proud that IHM is doing a wonderful job and a wonderful concept of sending this message that sustainability is what we require to survive in this world. And I'm so thankful for them calling me over, which is actually a passion for me because environmental, be it food habits, be it exercise, be it immune, these are the things which the hospitality industry should start sending out the messages. And IHM, you have really taken a wonderful step, and this is what the children should be able to. So those who enroll themselves in your colleges, I'm sure they're going to come out and we will be having a generation where the hotel industry will flourish so well that whenever we come to these kind of chefs or the hotels or where we will find that the carbon emissions are totally zero and then you are eco-friendly and with less in the pollution and more of healthy. So this I would really like to appreciate and I'm so thankful to you for this kind. So all the corporates who are also going ahead to do should take a step from IHM to start up this kind of campaign. I must say that sustainability is the need of the hour for all of us to survive.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for appreciating the efforts what IHM is being taken, and because of you all people inspiring us and motivating us, and it makes us to do more things like this. And ma'am, I have few questions. I would like to put in front of you. You are a great role model for students and as well as for your team faculties. And remember how we can incorporate the awareness of the sustainability to the teachers. Then the teachers, the students will see the teachers as a role model and they will follow. Is there any practices been involved in a reputed school like RB Public School, how we have taken this awareness among the teachers first, then the students. If you can share with us, it will be great, ma'am.
Definitely, and thank you so much for that. We at the Army Public School, RK from Secunderabad, we have a weekly team, and in the weekly team, we have a nutritious week. So during the nutritious week, we have our own organic garden where the children have just grown all the seeds and all, and I do have a lot of pictures. And these children have brought out the sprouts. So how the teachers are going to inspire the students? I'll just tell you, we during the lunch break, we sit with the students to have a lunch. More than having among the own teachers, it's always better when you open your box in front of the students and have either an apple or a sprout or a carrot or a cucumber. The child thinks that man is looking so beautiful that he is eating all this. So we start off telling, you don't want to have these wrinkles or you want to have a long hair, you want all this. So start eating this or something like that. We talk and we start having and we enjoy with the children. And once a month on fourth Saturday, we give one class each of the students to just exhibit whatever they would like to without any kind of a smoke, like not no cooking, just salad, healthy cooking. So they just display in their own blocks, and I go taste. And I must say that was a wonderful time. The complete school will be looking forward to fourth Saturday to have something healthy. Because usually Saturdays are the ones we go out and have earlier. In pre-COVID era, I must call it as now. But I'm telling you, this kind of a monthly once fourth Saturday where we eat healthy eating habits is actually sending a message to the children that you need to build your immunity by sticking to the home food and healthy eating habits. This way should
Wow.
be inspired.
Such a great strategy, ma'am. It's really, great to know about that. Teachers are having lunch with the students. It's a wonderful things. Many schools can follow this one. Even, we also will think about this and having food along with the students. Of course, the student follow the teachers and they will take them as a role model. So whatever we do, they follow us. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I have one more question. Ma'am, when we talk about sustainability, of course, there will be a challenges. So, for example, this COVID, we face a lot of challenges, and thankfully, thank to God, we came out from the challenges, and we are fighting back again. So, what do you feel? What are the challenges we face every day in your life against the sustainability? You over to you, ma'am.
Yes, this is really a very tough and tricky question and also a challenging question. Even personally, also when I take it, it really is very difficult to sustain. That means to overcome every day's problem which are going to come. The minute you open TV or the minute you look at people, or even in your own relatives, or even your families, or even your friends, when you hear because of COVID, because of this, because of that, they expired or they are no more, all these things again bring back all the bad memories which actually make you whether am I going in the right direction, am I able to really sustain myself, will I be able to. So here I would like to tell one thing again, I'm again repeating as a true administrator and a believer that first and foremost, if you are grateful to God, if you are grateful to the things which you have been blessed with, whether you are in a very poor house, whether you're in a middle, don't think about anything. You are alive today, breathing so well, and are able to look at each other and smile at somebody itself is the biggest richness in life. That is what. If you are able to understand and realize this small gift of life, I'm telling you will not be able to get affected by any kind of things which are happening around you. Absolutely. That is first sustainable. The second thing is just exercise, have good food, and don't get mentally depressed with any kind of things which are happening around you at all. Because of this COVID, all of us are locked inside the houses and we are just glued to the social media and everything. Just don't feed yourself, mind, heart, soul with all kinds of news. Instead, it is better always you free yourself, declutter yourself totally, both physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and connect spiritually and do lots and lots of exercises. Enjoy your life and then have good food and be with your family. Don't get depressed that you're always with the family. This is the only time. So be thankful, be grateful, and start building your immunity to sustain yourself in spite of all challenges which are coming. This is what I felt, and we, by God's grace, I could come out and I'm able to. Now I'm meeting so many people, but still, I'm very thankful and grateful to God. And I'm also taking care of my health and whatever the mask or the social distance, the sanitizer, these are now mandatory. This is actually the new norm. So the new norm, I must say now, is mask, social distancing, sanitizing, sustaining, survival. So all the five things are going to make us something like, I can say, high five for all of us in line.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, I'm not taking your time. Just last question. And we believe very strongly believe the teachers are the creating the next generation. So they are the one who, implementing and, creating the successful human beings, giving the responsible human beings to the society. But ma'am, it's very easy for our, educate our children, but without the cooperation from the parents. So how it's difficult in your life, in your experience, to make them understand. For example, if you're banning the plastic, the parents should cooperate with that decision. So how you are make them understand to follow the sustainability with their kids along with your students, ma'am? Over to you.
Now, this is initially it was quite challenging because some of the parents who are actually working, they did not have so much of time to pack all these kinds of things for the children and all. But initial stages for every one of us was very difficult and problematic. Some of the parents actually argued, and these things happened. But we did not leave that there. We were persistent enough to encourage and educate the children, because educating and empowering the children is more important. So once the first step of making the students aware has been successful, the students were actually insisting the parents to do this for them. So that way, finally, parents had to bend and then start, and we could do this successfully. And we are continuing even now also, virtually also. We are doing this whenever we are having this kind of a healthy week. We are having the lunch with them. They do show their food items, and we are able to connect. And I do log in and go to the classes. So these things are happening. Some of the children actually at home, the fruits are there in front of them, the herbal garden which is there for some of them. So we are asking them, go sit there and have something, let us have together. So this we are continuing without any kind of a break, so that the children are educating and they are getting educated, and children are in turn making the parents aware, and parents are also now getting into the loop.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your time and a lot of inputs you have given to us. Definitely, this will reach every one of our student, and they will take and they will implement in their life, and they will follow. The sustainability, and you cleared very clearly. You mentioned that, so how the sustainability is very important, how it's needed. It's needed for current generation, especially after COVID, how much we have to follow, how much we have to keep sustaining us. And ma'am, thank you so much for your wonderful time. And I know you are very busy schedule. In spite of your busy schedule, you're taking out your 10 20 minutes for us, for sharing your thoughts and your ideas with us and our students. Thank you, ma'am. And I have to tell to all the students who are listening to this, the Army Public School is one of the great reputed school, and we are very proud and honored to associate with Army Public School and Damaris, ma'am, who always say no to, never say no to us for anything. So thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great day ahead, and wish you all happy New Year to you and your team and your students. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank